Now, we're back again here now, and we're going on now to the second phase of this whole process in relation to the seaweed fertiliser. So we were in there now, we just had the tea. We were supposed to be in for 15 minutes, but there was a couple of lovely scones baked. It was lovely, fresh, homemade jam, so we had to give them a go as well. So we overshot the runway there for about half an hour. So basically what we're going to do now, the seaweed now has been lying in these buckets and containers now for the last half an hour. So the excess salt that was in the seaweed now has dropped to the bottom. So we're going to remove it now from these buckets and containers and place it into this barrel here now. So this part of the process now. So basically now we're just going to take the seaweed out like this here. You can see that excess dripping off it there now, like that there. So we just drop it into the barrel. And all that excess salt that we talked about, now a lot of it has been washed off, and as you can see there from the container, that's what's left there now. But there's no way now you'd pour that in any plants, because it would absolutely burn the living life out of them, because it's live with salt, so it is, and we don't want that. So this is the whole process now. So basically all the buckets here also have been washed and steeped and sitting in water here now. So again, no more than that. We'll just let that excess water, that excess salt flow off them. So we will. And you can see that brown colour. And that now, we talk about all the different trace elements and nutrients there now. That is what's going to be in here. And this is what we're going to be feeding our plants with. And you can only imagine what it's going to do. It's absolutely, the plants are absolutely going to thrive in it, so they are. And the great thing about this whole process, what I absolutely love, and this was a process that my own father used years ago in Donegal, and that's where I would have learned and picked up these methods, that he would have used this process to come up with the fertiliser. And like, I saw the results myself down the years, like massive results. I know I see an awful lot of friends of mine who would ask, you know, in relation to fertiliser, they would spend an absolute fortune in buying fertiliser for their gardens and for their, you know, for their hedging and their shrubs and their vegetable beds and all the rest of it, like, you know. And, you know, we've all this sitting on our doorstep, so we do, like, you know, and it's just a matter of just a bit of, all it's going to cost you is a bit of time, and you have it forevermore, amen, so you do, like, you know. Time kind of moved on, and people kind of moved away from these traditional methods. And you know, if there's one thing to come out of this whole pandemic, maybe it's that people are going back to maybe the old methods, and the methods that our parents and our grandparents would have used years and years and years ago, like, you know. So the next process now is we're going to fill this drum now with water, so we are, okay, and we're going to take it from there. This is the last part of it now. We'll fill this up to the top, so we will. And then we get this bit of timber here, or ply, and we set it on top of the barrel like that there. We're going to let that lie for 2 weeks, so we are. Now what's going to happen here now, this is going to really, really cook up and boil up, and that's what we want, and it's going to bring all these nutrients and trace elements that we talk about. It's going to bring all that to the top. And then within 2 to 3 weeks, this fertiliser here in this barrel will be ready to go. And basically what we'll do, we have a cup, and we'll pour the cup into the about 8 to 10 litres of water and put that then out on the veg beds. And that is the natural organic fertiliser that the plants are going to receive. And as well then, as we talked about then, the farmyard manure and the mulch that we've already added to the beds late winter, early spring as well too. And this is all adding to the whole bed and the whole process. And the final goal and the end product is the quality of the veg that's going to be coming out of these beds.